Hey friends, welcome back to Grand Adventure. I'm your host, Mark Guido, and this week we're going to spend exploring the Anza-Borrego Desert of Southern California. So come along. The Anza-Borrego Desert draws its hyphenated name from the 18th century Spanish explorer Juan Bautista de Anza, who traveled through this harsh country in 1774 in search of a better route from Sonora, Mexico to various areas in California, and the Spanish word for the area's native bighorn sheep. It's home to a California state park of the same name, which, with nearly 600,000 acres, that includes 1/5 of San Diego County, is the largest state park in California and the second biggest nationally. Most of this state park is wild and remote, accessible only by foot or high-clearance 4x4. Vistas here range from the jagged peaks of the San Ysidro and Santa Rosa Mountains to broad, barren expanses, dry canyons and lake beds, deeply wrinkled badlands, and palm oases. California's only native palm tree, the California fan palm, can be found here in the wild. It's a 2-hour drive from Riverside due south of Palm Springs, or across the peninsular ranges from San Diego, west of the Salton Sea. This region was not always a desert. 6 million years ago, the ancestral Gulf of California filled the Salton Trough as far north as present-day Palm Springs, evidenced by this desert's ample fossil record of both terrestrial and marine origins. There's a lot of boondocking opportunity here for RV travelers, both on state park and BLM land, such as here at the BLM's Ocotillo Wells Recreation Area. But as we were making our plans to visit, the National Weather Service was predicting 3 inches of rain or more from the season's first atmospheric river storm. When we had a choice between a dry state park campground for $35 per night or a luxurious full hookup site at the Springs at Borrego RV and Golf Resort for $59 per night, the choice was easy. Nearing the end of a 7-month travel season, much of which was spent boondocking, this level of luxury sure feels good. Long showers, long soaks in one of the resort's 4 mineral water hot tubs, a chance to do laundry on site. A guy could get used to this. These folks run a first-class operation. There are organized activities almost daily, ranging from pancake breakfasts and cornhole tournaments to this night's festivities, a hot dog and s'mores roast at the Lakeside Ramada. Bring a chair and a beverage, for the resort supplies the food. I played varsity golf in high school and deliberately haven't held a club since. But if golf is your thing, numerous sites here back up right to the fairways. When we come right back, following a quick ad break, we'll bring you to the charming towns of Borrego Springs and Julian, take in a plethora of desert art, and even hike through a slot canyon. So stay tuned. I'd like to pause for a moment to remind you that coming up January 19th to 29th in Quartzsite, Arizona, we will be co-hosting the Q24 YouTube RV Rally out in the desert, the Sonoran Desert outside of Quartzsite at the La Posa South long-term BLM visitor area. We would love to have you join us. We're going to have all kinds of exciting activities around the campfire every evening, seminars, activities, coordinated off-site activities like hiking and kayaking. We'd absolutely be thrilled to have you join us. We're going to put a link right down below in the video description if you would like to learn more. Come out to Quartzsite, come to the Q with us. The RV resort we're staying at sits just outside the tiny hamlet of Borrego Springs, population 3,400. The town has no stoplights, and nighttime lighting is kept to a minimum to protect its status as a designated international dark sky community. There are a few limited services, including a couple of tiny, overpriced grocery stores here. But if you need anything more, you'll need to head to La Quinta or Indio, a 2.5-hour round-trip drive away. The Borrego Valley was first settled by cattle ranchers between 1875 and 1880, but the digging of the area's first water well in the 1920s brought a surge of farming to the area that continues to this day, especially groves of citrus trees. Developers first planned a small resort community in the years following World War II. Well, I guess we now know what happened to Wile E. Coyote. So besides the desert, what's Borrego Springs known for today? Oddly enough, it's a huge collection of over 130 elaborate metal sculptures placed in random spots in the desert on both sides of town. The late Dennis Avery, heir to the Avery Labels fortune, envisioned adding the artwork to his Galleta Meadows property. Most of these welded steel sculptures were created by artist Ricardo Braceda of Paris, California, that today create a significant tourist attraction in town. Elephants, raptors, mammoths, sloths, and saber-toothed tigers prowl the desert here. Each rust-colored sculpture is brimming with intricate detail. While the land housing these sculptures is private property, visitors are welcome to visit without charge. a 45-minute drive away. And nearly 4,000 feet in elevation above Borrego Springs sits the touristic town site of Julian, a former gold mining camp first settled in 1851. A designated historic district, Julian is famous for its apple pies. Although there are numerous pie bakeries in town, the most popular of these is simply named the Julian Pie Company. We first visited on a Sunday afternoon, and upon encountering the throngs of people on the weekend, we instead deferred to return with my sister visiting for a few days on a midweek evening when crowds were far more manageable. We come right back. Following another quick ad break to pay the bills, we're going to bring you along through a slot canyon on Anza-Borrego Desert State Park's most popular hike, so stay tuned. We're off today to embark upon a unique hike at the Slot, one of the few places within Anza-Borrego Desert State Park that charges a $10 day use fee due to its popularity. During our Saturday hike, there was a ranger stationed along Buttes Pass Road to collect these fees and turn away vehicles once the small trailhead parking lot filled. You may do this hike either as an out and back route of only a mile or so through the Slot Canyon's narrowest points, or as a loop by continuing through the narrows and returning along a dirt road. Either way, the trail begins at the north end of the parking area and quickly descends into the canyon. Once in the canyon, the walls of siltstone steadily increase in height and narrow substantially. past the narrows, the canyon widens and once again the walls become shorter. This is where you get to decide whether or not you'll finish the loop. Completing the loop encompasses roughly 2.5 miles, but that also requires climbing out of the canyon via this brutally steep road along a stretch known as the Drop. The climb's nearly 200 feet in only around 100 yards. Your rewards for the climb are the sweeping views across these desert vistas as you follow the road along the plateau back to the parking area. We hope that you've enjoyed exploring Southern California's Anza-Borrego Desert with us. If you like this episode, it is extremely important to us that you give us a big thumbs up down below. And while you're down below, that's where you'll find the comment section where we always love to hear from you. After each and every grand adventure, which we premiere each and every Wednesday evening. So if you're not yet a grand adventurer yourself, now is the perfect time for you to go smash that little subscribe button right down there in the lower right-hand corner of your screen and ring that notification bell to be sure that you never miss a grand adventure. We'd be truly honored if you shared the channel with your friends, family, and on social media. So until next Wednesday, please remember life is nothing but a grand adventure. We'll see you then.